video. We've already jumped into it here. We're doing this pasta Roni Buffalo Chicken. It's a penne pasta, cayenne red pepper sauce, and chicken broth with other natural flavors. I've got both boxes open. We're going to use both boxes, both seasoning packets. I've already had this chicken cut up in here. I've cut up about 2 stalks of celery, and I cut up just a little bit of a piece of a white onion that I had there in the refrigerator. It's been cut up. So we've got that cooking now along with the juices from the chicken in there. We've got that going. So we're going to have that going. Once we warm that up, we'll set that to the side. And then we'll go ahead and put in the liquid for the pasta Roni. We'll get that cooking, add in the seasoning and stuff like that. The blue cheese dressing, is going to be a topping for the top of it. And I got a little bit of this ranch dressing left in here that I've kind of shaken up there in the container. Probably going to add that in here as well to kind of cook this up a little bit. And I've got a little bit of Colby Jack cheese that's left in the refrigerator. Once the pasta and everything gets done, I'll probably throw the Colby Jack cheese on top, let it melt. And then at that point, then go ahead and add in the blue cheese dressing as a garnish on the top there. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to finish letting this chicken get warmed up, the onions and the celery soften a little bit, and we'll be back in just a minute. Alrighty guys, this is Brother Butch back with you here. We went ahead, we've added in, grab the box here. We've added in our butter for both boxes, the water for both boxes, and the milk. And I've added in both seasoning packs. The seasoning packs in here, they were kind of hard, almost like little thin bricks. I'm not sure if maybe it's set, on the shelf for a while. I guess maybe you can see that, like that little red brick right there. Some of the powder was like really hard in there, and I tried busting it up before I even put it in there, and it's like that. So, but anyway, we've got the milk in there, the butter in there, water in there. I did throw that little bit of that ranch in there. I told you that I had took up some hot water and kind of just to release the rest of it out of the bottle. Dump that in there. So we've got all that going with the chicken that I'm warming up that I already cooked the other day, with the celery and a little bit of that white onion. A little touch of that, not a lot of it, just like a couple slices of it that we just busted up and we threw in there. So what we're going to do, hopefully that buffalo seasoning, as you can see right there, it's not wanting to dissolve really in here, but besides that, I mean, it smells good. And we're going to go ahead, we'll bring this up to the boil, and then at that point, once we bring it up to a boil, we'll go ahead and we'll throw the pasta up in there, and then we'll return it to a boil like it says, and then at that point reduce the heat, and then it's going to boil uncovered for about 9 to 10 minutes or until most of the liquid is absorbed, stirring it frequently. And we'll be back here in just a minute. Alrighty guys, back with you here. We went ahead and we've added in the pasta. Excuse me, we've added in the pasta into here, guys. As you can see, we've added it in there, we've got it stirred in. We're going to bring this up to a good boil. And then at that point, we're going to go ahead and follow the package directions. And it says to reduce the heat to medium and then boil and cover for about 9 to 10 minutes or until most of the liquid is absorbed, stirring frequently. And so that's what we're going to do, guys. And we'll be back here in a little bit. Alrighty, guys. Butch back here with you. Sorry if you heard any expletive before that. My camera was acting like it just didn't want to work, so I do apologize. We went ahead and this is following the package directions. I did add maybe about another half a cup or so of some very hot tap water into here because it said let it like on a little slow boil until the most of the liquid has been absorbed, stirring it frequently. I have been stirring it. It has stuck just a little bit. I tasted one of the pieces of the pasta. It was still a little bit gummy. Wasn't fully done, so that's when I said I added the other half a cup of the hot tap water to it and incorporated it. So this has probably been going about 9-10 minutes, about 10 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and taste it again. See if the pasta is done. If it is at this point, I am going to shut it off. And then I am going to probably throw that shredded cheese on top that I had, which was the Colby Jack cheese. It's probably about a good cup, at least, that's left in that package. And that's going to get thrown onto the top of here to let it melt while this is thickening up. So we're going to go ahead and get all that taken care of, and we'll be back here in just a little bit. Alrighty guys, this is Butch back with you here. So we went ahead, we stirred it. I did taste the pasta this time. It is done, it's soft. We've turned the heat off to it. You can see it's still slightly bubbling. It is thickening. So at this point, what I am going to do, I'm going to add in the rest of that shredded Colby Jack cheese. Like I said, it's about a good cup, maybe a cup and a half left in the bag. It's not a lot. It's a big bag. I had gotten from Publix here a while back. We're going to do that around the top here and let that melt into there, guys. And then once we do that, we'll be back. And like I said, I just want to apologize for earlier, because like I said, this camera messed up, man. And I wasn't quite sure if it was working. I did let an expletive fall out of my mouth. It may have been an F-bomb. I do apologize if that is on here and you're offended by that. I do apologize. That wasn't meant to be on there. So, anyway, I digress. So, we're going to go ahead and let this thicken. We're going to add that shredded cheese on top, and then we'll be back and we'll show you the finished product. Alrighty guys, back here for just a moment. I thought there was more of that Colby Jack cheese than what I stated here just a moment ago. There was like maybe a half a cup, 3/4 of a cup max left in that bag. So I just threw that up on there. It wasn't a lot, guys. So I went ahead and I had a bag of some finely shredded sharp cheddar cheese, and I went ahead and I've threw you know, a good handful around the top there, guys. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let the puppy thicken up. We're gonna let the cheese melt, and we'll be back here in just a moment. Hey boys and girls, back with you here. Okay guys, this is the finished product right here. Went ahead and just let this sit longer than what the package directions said. My daughter wanted a Totino's party pizza, so Dad went ahead and made that. I had to preheat the oven, of course, before throwing that puppy up in there. But anywho, so I just went ahead and just let this set that whole time while that was cooking in the oven. Just pulled that out here a minute ago. Turned the oven off. Figured this would be nice and done and looking quite yum yum. And it really is, guys. I took a taste of it. Tastes really good, nice and cheap. But that sharp cheddar on top, guys, that's a way better choice. Really, yeah, because you're getting that little punch of the sharp cheddar, and then the buffalo and all that kicks in. It's not super hot, super spicy or anything like that. I love the concept of this. Next time if I make this, I mean, I'll buy that pastaroni one again. I mean, with the buffalo chicken, I mean, I'll buy it again. I mean, I like it. But I'm really thinking about doing a homemade version of this. I think it would be killer. I think it'd be fantabulous. I really do. I really do. If you want to make a homemade version of this, guys, hell, go ahead and make the homemade version of it. It'd be really good, and you can just use, if you want it mild, medium, hot for the buffalo sauce, you can control that. You want a creamy buffalo sauce or a cheesy buffalo sauce, you can do that too. You don't like the penne pasta, pick whatever type of pasta you like and go for it. You don't want to use, I would say with the chicken breast though, guys, you got to be careful because they can dry out. I would recommend doing the boneless skinless chicken thighs. If you're going to do this, guys, use the thighs. They say more juicy, more moist, and they don't dry out as quick as the chicken breast does. Or add in the chicken breast after this is already cooked through the process, and then add in the chicken breast after it's already been cooked. Mix it in together, incorporated it. Then at that point, then let it fluff and then put the cheese on it, and it won't dry out. That was my bad, my mistake, because chicken had already been cooked a few days prior. It's been sitting in my refrigerator. But anyway, I mean, it still tastes good. I mean, this is going to be din tonight, boys and girls. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I love the concept, like I said. But I think it'd be good to make it homemade. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you watching the video. Just to let you know, a couple days ago, last time I checked, was sorry about that. A little interference there in the background. That's my computer starting up by itself. But anyway, so like I said, I really like the concept of this. It's really good. And like I said, a couple days ago, I think I was up to 18 subscribers on there, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for checking it out. Like I said, if you really like the video, give it a thumbs up. Tell people about it. Tell them to come check it out if it's something they might like. Hopefully, eventually, we can get up to 20 and 25 and 50 and 75 and 100, and then at that point, the sky is the limit, right? Eventually, I will get a little camera stand, and you'll be able to see my ugly mug on camera. But anywho, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking it out. Like I said, this is pretty good. It's good. I think next time I try it, I'm going to do a homemade version of it, and I think it'd be really, really good. But anyway, thanks guys for tuning in and checking it out. Thanks so much. Bye.